Hey, how it's going, guys? You are watching FreeCloud Gaming YouTube channel. Hope you are all having an absolutely fantastic day. In today's video I will show you top 5 best games for low-end PCs with 4GB RAM and any 2GB graphics card. But if you are not satisfied with only 5 games, you can watch more videos like this by clicking on this I button. So now let's get started, but before the intro,
let's roll.
3, 2, 1.
On number 5 spot we have Hitman Absolution. Hitman Absolution is a 2012 stealth video game developed by IO Interactive and published by Square Enix. It is the 5th installment in the Hitman series and the sequel to 2006's Hitman Blood Money. Hitman Absolution's single-player story follows Agent 47's efforts to protect a genetically engineered teenage girl from various criminal syndicates and his former employers, the International Contract Agency, ICE, who want to use her potential as an assassin for their own ends. Hitman Absolution is a stealth game in which the player assumes the role of a hitman named Agent 47. Presented from a third-person perspective, the gameplay centers around completing set objectives within a series of levels. Objectives can range from simply reaching the end of the level, to eliminating specific individuals. The players choose how to complete each level, taking branching paths to get to a target or location. Players may use pistols, bottles or bricks, assault rifles, shotguns, fiber wire, or steel pipe against enemies if opting for the action-oriented approach, or avoid enemies altogether, not being seen, using disguises, blending into the environment, and only attacking the set targets, if using the stealth-oriented approach. Agent 47 also has the instinct ability that lets the player monitor enemies more easily. There are also environmental ways to kill or distract individuals. Players can use poison to spike coffee, pull switches to make a disco ball fall and break, cause a massive explosion at a gas station, pull a switch to cause scaffolding to fall down, cause fires, or set off fireworks. So definitely worth a try. On number 4 spot we have Sniper Ghost Warrior 2. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 is a tactical shooter video game developed and published by CD Interactive for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Sniper Ghost Warrior 2 is a tactical shooter that employs stealth, hand-to-hand assassinations and titular sniping techniques. Gameplay features realistic bullet physics that factors distance, wind, and bullet drop when sniping targets. The game starts with player taking control of U.S. Marine Captain Cole Anderson, in the Philippines, with CIA Special Agent Diaz making their way to an old Russian radar post to destroy it while working on a tip that some mercenaries had assembled there to broker a deal for a biological weapon. While Diaz destroys it, he overhears enemy radio chatter about the capture of a spy working for the PSC by the mercenaries. Diaz commands a team to rescue the operative while Anderson makes his way to provide covering fire from a cave overlooking the resort, where the soldier is being held captive and where the supposed deal is scheduled to take place. They save the soldier, however while monitoring the deal Anderson sees one of the dealers to be Murnov, and no acquaintance from his past, and subsequently the entire team is ambushed by an enemy sniper and everyone except Anderson is either killed or captured. Anderson heads to a village to intercept the transfer of the bioweapon as well as his captured teammates. So definitely worth a try if you love shooter games. On number 3 spot we have Need for Speed Rivals. Need for Speed Rivals is a racing video game developed by Ghost Games and Criterion Games, and published by Electronic Arts. Need for Speed Rivals is a racing game and features gameplay similar to earlier Need for Speed titles. Players take on the role of a racer or cop, with each side of the law offering its own play style. Rivals features 11 upgradable gadgets such as EMPs, shockwaves, spike strips, and the ability to call in roadblocks. The game takes place in a fictional location known as Redview County. The open-world environment features a similar setup to Most Wanted, with several jumps, speed traps, and unlockable cars, as well as shortcuts that are not shown on the map. So definitely worth a try. On number 2 spot we have Splinter Cell, Blacklist. Splinter Cell, Blacklist is an action-adventure stealth video game developed by Ubisoft Toronto and published by Ubisoft. In Blacklist, players assume control of series protagonist Sam Fisher as he seeks to stop a terrorist group called the Engineers. The gameplay emphasizes stealth, and utilizes the third-person perspective. During the game, players can rotate its camera, run, crouch and leap over obstacles. Since Blacklist intended to continue the aggressive stealth of Conviction while retaining the traditional stealth features of the older games, it combines action and stealth, and allows players to use different approaches and methods to complete objectives and defeat enemies. Players can complete levels without being noticed by any enemy by methods such as taking cover or scaling ledges. If the player chooses to kill enemies, other enemies are alerted when they see their companions' dead bodies. To avoid this, players can hide corpses. Fisher can also create a strategically advantageous dark environment by destroying nearby lights, and is equipped with customizable night vision and sun-hour goggles to detect enemies in darkness and see through walls. He also has the Tri-Rotor, a compact surveillance drone which can spy on enemies, create distractions, give electric shocks, and self-destruct to kill enemies. So definitely worth a try. On number 1 spot we have Far Cry Primal. Far Cry Primal is an action-adventure video game developed by Ubisoft Montreal and published by Ubisoft. Far Cry Primal is an action-adventure game set in an open-world environment and played from a first-person perspective. As the game is set in prehistoric times, the traditional gunplay and vehicle gameplay featured in the Far Cry series were removed, and the player can only get access to melee weapons such as spears, clubs and ranged weapons such as bows and slings. The player cannot purchase weapons and must craft them using the materials scavenged in the world such as wood and stone. As the player progresses, they can craft more lethal weapons with a larger variety of resources. Besides facing natural predators, the player must also compete with other hostile tribes occupying the area. By attacking and seizing bonfires and camps, the Ninja tribe will move in and begin patrolling the nearby region, and the player will gain fast travel points as well as camps to rest in. The game also features a dynamic weather system and day-night cycle, which affects the gameplay. At night, more predators are present, and many become more aggressive and dangerous, whereas at the day, the player can gather food and scavenge other resources such as tools for hunting. The player can also make use of fire as a tool for personal protection or hunting at night. So definitely worth a try if you love open-world games. So that's all for today's video guys. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up to show your support on the video in numbers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye.